Hello, everyone. If you remember, a few days ago, we reported the issue of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, that had discriminated against a man in Nigeria at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. And the ex-user came online, to really talk about the experience and the things that he had gone through. And honestly, it wasn't a very good experience. And but the report that is coming out now is that KFC has actually apologized to him, because part of the things we were asking was that KFC needed to clarify this issue and the fact that he was not allowed to come in with wheelchair, where the lady, the manager who was at the premises that he went to at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, insisted that the policy of the company is that wheelchairs are not allowed to be on their premises. And so we had asked, let KFC come out and clarify. In the meantime, the Federal Airports Authority had also closed down this particular KFC outlet that was at the airport. And right now what we have is an apology, and this is the cable reporting that KFC apologizes to Gbega Daniel's son over discriminatory treatment. This particular person to whom this discrimination was meted on, he's the son of a former governor of Ogun State, and currently also a senator. And so the report goes as follows. Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC Nigeria, an international fast food restaurant chain, has issued an apology to Debola Daniel, son of Gbega Daniel, former governor of Ogun State, over discriminatory treatment. In a statement on its X page on Thursday, the fast food chain expressed deep regret for the distress experienced by the customer and pledged swift action to address the issue. On March 27, Daniel posted on his official X page about his experience at the KFC outlet at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport MMIA branch. According to Daniel, the restaurant has stopped him and his family from entry, stating that no wheelchairs were allowed. Following his statement, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria on March 28 said that it had shut down KFC over discrimination against Daniel. FAN instructed KFC management to tender an unreserved apology in writing to Daniel, and a policy statement of non-discrimination be written and pasted conspicuously at its door post at MMIA before it resumed operation. Reacting to the accusation, KFC reiterated its commitment to opposing bias or discrimination in any shape or form, with inclusivity and respect as fundamental principles of its values. KFC is unwavering in our stance against bias or discrimination in any form. Okay, I've said that. However, this recent incident has underscored the pressing need for immediate action. We have embarked on efforts to address the situation. We deeply regret the frustration and distress experienced by our guests and extend sincere apologies to those affected. In response, we are urgently implementing inclusion training for all our employees. The incident is not reflective of our standards, and we will act swiftly to rectify it. We are actively exploring action to equip our team members and restaurants better, to ensure that every guest feels genuinely loved and that we deliver empathetic customer service that proactively addresses the diverse needs of each guest. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) condemned the discrimination against Daniel. In a statement on Thursday, Adamu Abdullahi, FCCPC's acting Executive Vice Chairman (EVC) and Chief Executive Officer (CEO), said the Commission strongly condemns any form of discrimination against consumers, especially those based on disability. Abdullahi said the Commission would work with relevant authorities to ensure appropriate redress for the aggrieved consumer. He said the commission will also ensure KFC took full responsibilities for its action. And then it went on with this here says, the EVC said Section 17 of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act FCCPA emphasizes the obligation to eliminate practices detrimental to competition and consumer welfare to safeguard consumer interests. Abdullahi said discriminatory actions such as those witnessed at the KFC outlet undermine their principles and would not be tolerated. KFC has taken responsibility, they have apologized, that's a good way to go. But the thing that I really want to talk about also is the fact that what about the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria? What happens to them? Who is going to, is it shut them down? Is it fine them? Is it punish them? Whatever. Because this whole thing, according to Debola Daniel, did mention the fact that this thing lift at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport has not been working for about 3 years. And that's the reason why the lounge that he normally would go to when he's done with his things, he can't go there now. And that is what has led to him having to now look for other places that he can stay, that even led to him going to the KFC in itself. So the discrimination is not only KFC that have done the discrimination. Even the Murtala Mohammed International Airport too is part of the discrimination, because by failing to provide lift for someone like him to be able to use, when they know fully well that he cannot use the stairs, and they don't have these stairs that you can, that it's wheelchair, accessible, so that even if you don't have a lift, you can actually use it to roll up. There's nothing like that. So they too have done the same thing to Debola Daniel. The same thing that the KFC staff did to him is what the airport has also done to him. The only difference is that in the case of KFC, the manager in shouted, "Wheelchairs not allowed." It's just that nobody has been shouting it to Debola Daniels that wheelchair not allowed. But by not fixing the lift that would normally take him up, and not having anything for me to use to go up, and only having stairs down that will take him, it's the same thing they've said, wheelchair not allowed. And that is discriminatory. So the airport authority also should also do something about itself and do the needful and ensure that everybody has opportunity to be able to go anywhere they want to go to within the airport. Discrimination is not only when other people do it. Even when we do it, it can also be discrimination. So this time, the airport authority should also look at itself and know that it too was discriminatory.